Everybody, it's Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity.
And I'm Alana, aka Mrs. Intensity.
And our job is to
invoke thought
and help awaken the world's consciousness.
One person at a time.
Hopefully that person is you. Now we're gonna start this video off right. We're gonna wait till somebody get in. This is a video where we're gonna get into conversations.
Yes.
We want dialogue. Anybody who has any
experiences, share your experiences with us.
All that.
A Walker, A.O. Walker.
All that stuff. Like this is a video that I have much experience with.
Right.
From being a trainer,
right, to
being a boyfriend, a significant other, a fiance, all that stuff. This is a video that I know a lot of people are struggling with at this present time. From this perspective, I'm glad. I'll wait till y'all get in this room because I see a lot of y'all join in. I know y'all don't want to miss nothing. So we're going to start about the minute 30 mark, and then we're going to go right into it, with all the issues that people have been experiencing. I think it's very important that nutrition is taken seriously in the household because whatever are the parents or the adults that are being together are taken,
right,
if they choose to have children, it trickles down to the children. And it's going to affect what's going on in the next generation. So whatever you do is going to cycle and repeat, or whatever you change is also going to cycle and start anew.
That's
so
true.
I think that it's very important, but we have a little bit of adversity when we first start going to that. Mm-hmm. The adversity that we experience is from the couples, the partner, your person.
Partners, the couples.
So I've experienced this. I've heard about this for a very long time. And the one thing was constant as I was a trainer was my spouse is not on board, or my spouse doesn't eat right, or my boyfriend.
Your significant other.
Yeah, my significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend. Basically they just don't get it. They don't understand what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And they don't feel it. Well, let me help y'all a little bit. I was talking to a guy last night, and his woman is going through kidney failure. And I asked him a bunch of questions about, how she is, how she's built, what kind of diet she's had. And she's like, she's really not in a good shape. And, she's on a lot of medication. So as I try to tell him, to get off the medication, I tell him he's going to need to change as well.
Right.
The reason, and he got kind of quiet, and I felt his energy shift because I'm an empath. I could feel that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So basically, I told him, I said, bruh, I want you to envision yourself in 5 years. Basically, what she's going through something that can probably kill her. And being that she is slave to medication now, well, I've never heard about somebody on medication taking enough of it to get off of medication. Right. I heard people getting off of medication because it was just getting off of it. But I never heard about somebody taking medication to the point where medication was not needed anymore. Like medication made them 100% better. So I told him, I said, listen, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you to use your own brain and to understand that if you don't change yourself, it's going to be very hard for her to change, because when you got to change yourself, when your spouse is sick or something like that because of the way they ate,
right,
it's very hard because like, oh shit, I gotta change this is what I got off them. I gotta change myself to help her. And then you have to ask yourself a question. Well, do you love her enough to really want to change yourself because of her? Mm-hmm. Because if you look at 5 years down the road and you're going to look, her chances of survival are slim because she's on medications, she's going through kidney failure, and things are happening because of her diet. And it may have caught her before it caught you, but maybe this is a rude awakening to both of y'all saying, listen, you got to change. So it's like this. If you are with a couple, a person,
yeah.
Not a couple, but you're with your person, and you decide to make a different change, are you willing to sacrifice that person to make that change, or vice versa? If you're that person and you're with somebody who's made a change, are you willing to sacrifice your lifestyle to make sure that person changes in the correct way? Because if we do the research, we understand that this is the right way to live. If we do the research, we understand that eating bad food that is not made for our bodies is not the right way to live. Mm-hmm. So if we do the research, we know what the right way. And if one of our, if our significant other decides to make that decision, then are we going to be with that person, or are we going to create opposition with that person? Now, let me give y'all an example. When me and Mrs In10sity first met, I was a heavy meat eater.
Yes.
Heavy.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't force me to become
a vegetarian,
but she was.
I was vegetarian at that time. And I know there were times where, you know, Mr. In10sity would try to like poke fun at me. Like not too
heavy.
Not too much.
I did heavy, yeah. I did.
But I didn't take offense to it too much because I know I've always gotten that from you know, my sister. You know, people poking fun like, oh, why don't you eat meat? You know, as a Caribbean woman, why you should be eating meat as a Caribbean woman. Come on, what happened to the curry chicken? That's what I used to be hearing a lot from my sister as a joke. But I know you know, Mr. In10sity used to kind of like, you know, coax me to try to eat meat, or you know, or come into his you know, pathway to eat meat, and I'm like, nope, I'm good.
And I thought I'm being nutritious. I think I'm being nutritious.
I'm good,
but come to find out that I was wrong all along.
Exactly.
And she never broke. She never broke. But her willpower was strong. But a lot of women or men, their willpower is not strong and they'll break. Right. I used to always tell people I used to train when I trained them. You know, I said somebody's going to win this battle in this relationship.
Yes.
Whether you're going to let that person influence you to do what they're doing or vice versa, somebody's going to make a sale in this house. Either you're going to sell your spouse on health or they're going to sell you on being unhealthy. But it's not going to coexist in the same house for a period of time. You know,
I know it's difficult, especially with cooking.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You know, somebody would try to make you know, meat for dinner,
and you smell it.
You're coming home from work and you're like, oh man, I'm hungry. Why this person had to eat some make some meat? You sometimes you gotta take be the bigger person and, you know, just not eat the meat at all, so that you can send a message like, I'm really serious about this.
Somebody said leading by example.
Leading by example is what you have to do most of the time.
And you got to understand that
all the time, actually. Yeah.
And leading by example is very, very important, because when you say that you're doing, no, I don't do keto at all. I'm intermittent faster.
Yeah.
But if you say that you're going to do something and you're going to be healthy, and the moment you slip, that person is watching you.
Exactly.
They won't respect you, and a lot of times they won't respect you anyway. But it comes down, like, people. Let me give you an example. I was with 2 relationships with actually multiple, but these 2 are very important. 2 relationships where these people were very unhealthy, and I already knew. And if these people weren't going to change their diet, I probably wasn't going to be with them, because I wanted a particular kind of female that I was going to marry. You know what I mean? And I realized that these people, this person, when I was with this person, they weren't going to change their diet. So I had to make a decision, because when it comes down to it, I'm not trying to be over your deathbed. I love you, but I'm not going to watch you sit here and pollute your body and kill yourself because you don't know it. I'm not going to sit here and watch you, you know, age before my eyes while I'm sitting here taking care of myself, still looking presentable or still looking my age. I'm not going to deal with that. And you got to sometimes, if you're not married to that person, when you're married, it gets kind of complicated.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into the ones who aren't married first, and then we'll tackle the ones who actually are married. When you look into it, you have to understand that the way sometimes you have to be a little stern, but not to the point where, you know, you're like being an asshole. See, in the beginning, I was an asshole with it. I was like, yo, if you don't freaking get in shape, it's a wrap. Like, but that was the wrong way to take it. And I had to learn how to take it in a way, or just find somebody who was trying to get down with it one way or another. But if you're with somebody and you're not trying to lead this person, you have to take it with a kind of approach where leading by example first. And then you got to show that it actually works through you. So as they're watching you and you're staying strong and you're not breaking while they're sitting here eating everything that you want to eat, and he's fighting with every inch inside of you, you got to lead by example, and then they got to see results.
Yeah.
Leading by example is going to help them see that this is actually possible for themselves as well.
It's real.
Wait, let me try this out. What you eating? Let me go ahead and try that out.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Especially once you're seeing results fast. But you see, the thing is, a lot of people don't want to admit that, you know, wow, they're impressed by your life change. Some of them just want to just be hard-headed the entire time and, you know, secretly kind of hate on their partner because they're getting great results, they're getting healthier, their skin is looking great, their hair is looking better. You see what I'm saying? And they just wouldn't do it just so that they won't feel like you're ordering them around. It's just weird. Some people are just like that. They just want to do whatever they want to do, regardless of if they know it's healthy or not. You see what I'm saying? And those people are kind of difficult to actually steer your way. they're gonna have to learn about it on their own.
Also, you know what's even more difficult is when you actually make the decision and you get better, or you think you better than me.
That's another one.
That one right there.
One. That's another one.
Oh man, like I'm not trying to look down on you. I'm just saying, like, you eating my shit.
That's exactly what they're gonna start thinking. Because of their jealousy.
Yeah.
They start hating on you secretly, like, ugh. Oh wow.
It also it's not just jealousy. It's a guilty conscience.
Guilty conscience as well, because they're looking at themselves like, oof.
Yeah.
I really want to get better, but I don't want
to give this up.
To feel like, oh, they won.
That's strange. That too.
You see what it's strange how people think, but I'm sure we're trying to hit every thought process possible. Yeah. That's going on with these people who aren't willing to change. Now you see a lot of them form resentment to you if the more you continue to try to tell them to get better. You see what I'm saying? And that's right. That right there is difficult as well.
Now, also, when you're in a relationship and you're married, it's also very, very hard because you're with that person and you're stuck with them, binded by, whatever America says you're binded by. Now, when you're married to a person and you make a decision, when you first got with that person, y'all were doing all the same things together. You decided to come together and said you're going to spend the rest of your life with each other for better or worse, correct? You said that, right? So, okay, this is worse. Worse is I'm getting better and you're getting worse. Oh, shit. So, basically, my mind is growing and understanding that I have to do things to my body to take care of my body so my mind can grow further. In this conscious age that we're living in, we realize, you look
Don't even.
Okay. But yeah, you got to understand. That threw me off. But you got to understand that as you grow, the things that once were acceptable to you are no longer acceptable to you. Let me give you an example. When I was with somebody, I'm not gonna say their name, obviously. When I was with somebody, when we got together, we were drinking, we were smoking weed, and it was okay. And we were eating bad all the time, takeout, liquor, smoking, takeout, liquor, smoking. That's what it was. And as I grew older, my brain matured and I wanted better things for my life. And I realized that, listen, as I see the things that she's doing are affecting her body in a different way more than what she's doing, and I see the things that I'm doing are affecting my body because of the things that I'm doing, I realized that just because I don't want to change, it's not about wants, it's about needs.
Needs, exactly.
Will I be able to get an erection when I'm 35?
Right, because a lot of the bad foods mess with your erection.
Yes.
Or your libido, both men and women.
Well, at 27, they were messing with mine. So in order to have sex, because of my eating, I had to drink to get up, or I had to smoke to get up. So it was like, okay, this food is killing me, and this food is killing you.
Right.
But I'm seeing what it's doing, and I'm saying I'm going to make a change, and you're seeing what it's doing, and you're putting it on the back burner until the doctor tells you got to make a change. So I had to make a decision first to change myself.
Right.
After a period of time when you change yourself and that person blatantly just doesn't want to change, fight you tooth and nail, you have to reevaluate your life. You have to think about 5 years from that present point. And you have to say, yo, do I want to deal with this shit for another 5 years? Because if it's deteriorating my body and I switched it around, my body's being saved. And this person that's with me is seeing my body being saved, but they're not changing. What's going to happen to them in 5 years? Do I want to marry this person? Do I want to be with this person?
I was going to say, now that's a decision that you have to make. Will you stay with the person? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's better to be equally yoked with a person on all levels. Spiritually, physically, mentally, everything.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that you wouldn't be, in a situation where you're like conflicted, like, oh, I love this person, but they're not on the same wavelength as me. But I'm trying to make them. You can't force anybody to change unless they got to be the ones changing for themselves. With Mr. Intensity, he had to change and see that meat was not good for our bodies.
But I changed.
But he changed
on
his own. You see what I'm saying? Once you force somebody to try to change to your beliefs, it kind of pushes them away, and they
resentment.
Causing resentment.
That's what happened with me.
You see what I'm saying?
And my people, it was resentment.
Resentment.
They resented me because I tried to force them into my lifestyle the wrong way. I didn't understand. I just knew this was bad for you. I knew that, you know, I have to make you change because I'm not going to be feeling you another couple of years if you don't change. Right. And I did it in an aggressive way where it actually pushed them away from me, and they probably still resent me to this day because of that. And that's cool. That's who I used to be. But you got to understand that through nutrition is your mind, and through your body, a conduit to your mind is going to cause you to actually transcend, to ascend to a new level, to upgrade yourself. And if you're not upgrading yourself through your body, your mind is going to have a lot of trouble upgrading itself to a spiritual aspect. So as you ascend to a new height, as you eat more plant life, and your partner eats more meat life and more garbage, that person is on a lower frequency than you. It's nothing against you. I'm not looking down. I'm not above you. But when it comes down to it, facts are facts. You are no longer seeing what I'm saying. You can't. You physically can't, because your body doesn't operate in that way. You're eating death all day. And when you don't operate on a spiritual perspective, a frequency perspective, an energy perspective, your energy is low, your frequency is low, your spirit you can't even find. And when you don't eat right, you can't see that. So when that person was eating right and they're telling you, you're thinking they're attacking you. They're not really attacking you. They're attacking your conscience.
Your conscience, exactly. And your conscience don't want to hear that. Your body just wants to eat the meat. You see what I'm saying? But it's like this. You have to make a change.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad. Strap in. This is going to be a hell of a ride.
Yes.
But so also, you know, let's talk about the nutrition and the sexual side, right?
Right.
Fellas, females, okay? You want your man to get like this. You want him to give you that work, right? You want him to give you that work. So if your man is trying to get healthy, right? And you're like, yo, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I want to do what I want to do. And then your man can't get up no more. Well, what is it? Like, think about it like this. Also, on the other side, say if you're a female and your man is not healthy,
right? You're
like, okay, I'm gonna eat what I eat, and he can eat what he eat, right? Right. And you basically are letting him kill himself. Like sometimes, sometimes as a partner to somebody, you have to tell them the things that you know are going to hurt them because it's going to help them. It will hurt their feelings, but it will help their bodies. And you have to make a decision what you want to do, because here's the thing. If you constantly enable your partner to do what they're doing and you allow it like a child, and say if you allow a child to constantly, you know, break something over and over and over again, they won't see the wrong in it. And then when you say it's wrong after 1,000 times, they're going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, oh yeah. Hey, listen, I'm glad. Okay. Are you reading it from there? Okay. So if you look at it like this, you have to love your spouse to the point where you're going to tell your spouse things that you know that they're true, but they don't know they're true yet. And you're going to be like, listen, you're going to have to get your shit together. I'm not feeding you this stuff. I'm not giving you things, because here's the thing. When you give your spouse this food that is proven to kill them, you're going to be next to that hospital bed with them. You realize that, right? You're going to be in those doctor's visits with them. You realize that, right? You're going to be giving them medication and watching them throw up and watching them get sicker and fatter and more unhealthy because you claim to love them.
Right, exactly. If you allow your spouse or your partner to be, you know, continue to eat, you know, the craziness while you're trying to get healthy, what does that show for you? Like, does that really show that you love them? You got to show them that you love them by trying to teach them how to get better. Yep. I know it's going to be difficult, you know, just you know, work with them in the beginning until they start to understand that, yo, what my partner is saying is correct, and we got to do this together. Not to mention, you know, I feel like, you know, us going to, you know, the gym together kind of help and make us, you know, helping each other out when it comes to, you know, our weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? Our nutritional weaknesses.
Absolutely.
Kind of, you know, brings the relationship full force, stronger.
Absolutely.
On the next level, because
when you do things together,
and if one person is weak, you say, no, let's do this. This is what we got to do. Come on, you got to lift them up. You lift them up.
Don't be like, you can get healthy.
Whatever.
Figure it out.
You do what you want to do.
Like,
I'm do what I'm gonna do.
Like the energy I picked up off the guy when I was telling him about his wife. Like, yo, she's gonna be dead, yo, bro. I told him like she's gonna die. Yeah. Nobody's gonna get better off medication. Like if she's on medication, it's a wrap for her. Give her 5 to 6 years, maybe less. It's a wrap. And I told him this.
Maybe he was saddened by what
he was. Said, yeah. He was like, yo, this is serious. You can't tell me what's going on with your woman, and I'm gonna sit here and be like, well, you have to go ahead and just get this and get that, and you can still eat what you eat, and she gotta eat what she eat. No, you gotta do this together, because when it comes down to it, you're gonna be next to her hospital bed. You're gonna be going to doctor's visits. You're gonna be doing all this stuff along with her. You know what I mean? So, hey, when it comes down to it, you can sit here and say, watch them eat. I'd rather just break up with the person. I don't know about you. I'd rather just call it quits.
I didn't want to say that.
No, I'm going to say it. I'd rather, like, for real, like, when honestly, it comes down to it,
that's the best thing to say.
If you can't get that person to change, if you can't get them to change,
just let him go.
So basically, what they're doing is slowly eating rat poison. You're allowing them to. You have the knowledge of self, right? Yes. So now you're allowing them to eat rat poison. You're even cooking it and making it for them blatantly because it makes them feel comfortable in their minds. And then you're actually going to sit there and watch them kill themselves slowly because you love them. No, you love yourself.
You love yourself, right? And
it's harder. Yeah. It's harder when you're married. It's harder when you marry. It's a fucking tough thing when you're married.
Of course.
But you got to do what you got to do, because if you love that person for real, listen, this shit is bad for you. I'm not going to sit here and watch you eat this bullshit. Are you going to change for me? Do the guilt trip. Do the guilt trip. You going to change for me? You going to do that for me?
But you see, the thing is, I think a lot of people will do it for themselves more so as opposed to doing it for the partner.
Sometimes, ultimatum, if they don't do it for themselves, well, god damn it, are you going to do it for me then?
But you see, the thing is, ultimatums are what kind of pushes people away, though.
So be it, because you're going to push me away anyway if you go into that, if you're in that, rest in peace. Yeah, I'll push you 6 feet under or cremate you. I'm not trying to pay no freaking funeral bills right now. Shit, the funerals are, that shit is expensive. I'm not trying to pay the funeral or pay the doctor's bills or the hospital bills because and enable you when it comes down to it. I'm serious. Listen, I'm gonna start answering some questions because I'm getting emotional about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting emotional.
You know my experience.
I am. I've been through this.
No, I understand. I remember one of the relationships I had, I guess, I wasn't I was too skinny at that point, and I wasn't, I didn't have like a big butt, so people were trying to like force me to, work out in the gym more in order for me to get a bigger butt. And it's like,
let me get that, Angelo, that question.
You see what I'm saying? It kind of turned me off fully. Like, why can't you just love me the way but you see, the thing, I was skinny. You see what I'm saying? Why can't you just love me the way I am? And I think a lot of people are thinking like this as well. I'm big boned, so why can't you just love me the way you met me like this? Why can't you just love me the way I am?
Let's get into that one.
You see what I'm saying?
I heard this shit. I
know you heard it. You told me about it.
Let's talk about the way you are. The way you're thick, right? Okay, cool. So you were.
What
thick
about the skinny person?
Okay, let's talk. You brought you mean address the thick one or the skinny one first?
The thick one first.
Okay, so you're thick, right? But
like borderline thick,
one chunky hamburger away.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. So you're thick, right? Now, what happens to that thickness when you don't control it?
It gets out of control.
So that's not what you were when we signed up for.
Right. Exactly.
Now, there's nothing wrong with a thicker female, but a thicker female that doesn't take care of herself,
that's a different
story.
It's
a bad thing, because
if
now
she goes to the gym all the time, then that's how she's built. That's how she's built.
That's she's pretty much an endomorph. When it comes down to it. But if you're somebody who's skinny, it's hard to tell if you're not healthy until something happens to you.
That's true.
Because I can look at a skinny woman and know if she's unhealthy. I just look at her stomach and it tells me everything I need to know. I look at her stomach, I look at her legs, I look at her face, her eyes. It tells me everything I need to know off the rip. And I don't care how good you look in the face. I look right at your stomach. You got a belly shirt, I'm looking at your stomach to let you know you ain't eating good. I don't want nothing to do with you. But that's old me. But when it comes down to it, somebody asked me about the children. Now,
yes.
When you're with somebody who's not healthy and the children are involved, now it gets tricky, because the children are indoctrinated with whatever you guys used to eat. So in order to change the children, you're going to have to change each other
first.
Because because one person is going to be letting the kids eat whatever they want. Another person is going to be like, yo, eat this, but the kids are going to be fighting that person. So then everybody is in the household against that one person that has changed their lifestyle. So now we got a freaking real issue. Because now we're fighting and we're arguing around the children. They're obviously probably seeing they're feeling the energy. Kids do feel energy.
Of course they do.
They feel the combativeness. They see the combativeness with the parents. They see all of that stuff, and it really affects the children. So you got to sit your spouse down or your partner down and be like, you know, listen.
Understandable.
Let's do some research together. Let's go watch Mr. Intensity's channel, and he's broken down a lot of things. This products, this meat, the GMOs are doing to you. Now let's have a real question. Do you love me? Yes. Do I love you? Yes. Do we love these children? Hell yes.
Exactly. So,
do we actually want to do something different to save them? That's the real question you got to ask. Because if the answer is no, after this conversation that we have, you're really telling me that you're just being selfish. Because you obviously don't want to change your lifestyle because you may think it's too hard. And it's not hard enough to value your life. People are going to choose food over life, whether they're saying it or not. It's all about your actions. After you are conscious is being aware to know the knowledge of what the food is doing to your body. You are now conscious of your being just ignorant. You're just saying, listen.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, you're just saying that
ignorance is bliss, huh?
But it's like it's not ignorance. Now you're consciously killing yourself. Right. Now you're consciously giving your kids the pine sol in their cereal because you don't want to change them, but because you don't want to change yourself. And when you change yourself, you can't help what's happening, but you gotta change yourself. And when you change yourself together as a unit, it's much better for the children. Because I can tell you right now that if I didn't come to find... See, for me, when I found out about eating green, the first time I thought that I couldn't get my protein in. And then when she was consistent, I was watching her still get her protein in.
Yeah. And my body was still killing.
Yeah. And her body was still on point, and she was getting all her protein in. Yeah. And I'm like, well, but I didn't change to be a vegetarian or a vegan because of her. I did because I went on my own and found a research of what's in our food. And I said, yo, they're actually trying to kill us. And then I looked at the family history of everything that's happened to my family and everybody else's family through the decades and everything like that. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, we're all dying for the same shit because we're all eating the same shit. So I said, yo, I got 2 sons and a daughter, and I'm probably going to have 2 more before it's all said and done. I need my basketball front line, you know? And I said, I have to bring a different lifestyle to my children. Now, I don't know how much I can bring to my daughter because she doesn't live with me. Right. But I can bring it to the ones that I can control what they eat, which is my sons. And I had to get with somebody who could help me with that. Right.
I was just about to say, it's easier to, you know, bring up a child in a healthy lifestyle from a baby. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're all of a sudden trying to, you know, put health which most people are, and it's crazy, and it's understandable yet crazy at the same time. Then is when you have more like tug of war problems. You see what I'm saying?
And when you start off, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be so tough. But after it took me a year to actually, you know, have the boys really love my food as vegan. They were fighting me.
Fuck that! You eating that shit? You don't eat. You don't eat then. I don't care. You don't eat then.
Yeah.
I guess gotta eat.
Like, for real. And now they're like, yeah, you know, whatever. The food is good. Food is good. Yes, I love this food, you know?
Because she's educating herself.
I'm educating myself and, you know, making it more tasty so that the boys can, you know, love it even more. Yeah. It's all about the taste, like I've said this numerous times. But the easiest way to do it is bring up a baby into that healthy lifestyle.
Yep. I mean, seriously.
I'm looking into, you know, what nutritional stuff that babies can actually eat. Vegan wise, I know people may say, oh, you're crazy for trying to make a baby vegan, but I'm doing my research on that and see where it can
It's buffering.
Oh, it is?
Why is it buffering, y'all? Can y'all see us?
Can you guys see us? Are you guys good?
Seems to be buffering. Can y'all see us? Because I'm looking at it as buffering. It's buffering here. Can y'all see us? I never disagree with you two.
Yes.
Can y'all? Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
So it's just probably my just.
Okay, cool. It's just your. Okay, bet. So.
But you guys understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It's easier to bring up a baby from you know. Oh,
okay,
it's buffering.
Yeah, we can see it. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. All right, bet.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's that.
Now, in order to change your life when it comes to the children, we know we must change ourselves, but
they got to see you.
But you have to start, like, I think that, okay, when we first started living together, Mrs. In10sity only knew how to make certain things that were good for the children.
Yeah.
So she learned how to make things that mimicked somewhat of what the children ate before, but made them in a way
vegan style.
Where it was vegan style. So first we started off with the meatless nuggets.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We started off with that. And we just went from there. And, now we haven't eaten meatless nuggets in a minute. Yes. And they love all the food anyway. And they'll eat it all.
It's like plant-based. You know, I will give them. Today I made like a kale rice, and they love the kale rice. I made coleslaw. The burgers, the bean burgers they love. Or the other day I made a lasagna with bean cheese that I make, and they love that too. Yep. So it's like all that stuff that I try to incorporate into the meals that they end up loving, and it's like
I think the problem is most people don't want to learn how to do that shit.
I know it takes time to make
it's a lifestyle change. Yeah. You got to do it. Like it's like this. I bet you would do it if the doctor said they would give you $1 million if you learn how to do it.
If they say they were going to give you $1 million, but a lot of people, even though they know that they're dying, they still kind of eat it. Because I remember back in the day, I was taking care of a lady who had cancer, and guess what? My girl was still drinking beer.
Well, that's because they know they're going to die. Like, fuck it, I'm going out the way I want to. Shit, you live by the sword, just die by the sword type thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When it comes. Finding out when I started your channel, your wife can do two things for in the kitchen. She's become your magician, or she become your mortician.
That's exactly true. We as women have the power to make the continue the family on a healthy path.
I agree. I agree all the time with that.
It's true.
I definitely agree.
So it all begins with the woman.
Absolutely. I definitely agree.
Because like I remember I remember when I was making your meat stuff back in the day. I would be afraid to taste it. I'd be like, I would chew it and I'll spit it out. I would spit it out like, okay, it tastes good.
Yeah, because I wouldn't change. And she didn't force me.
Yeah.
She knew I was on a journey anyway, and she knew I was going to find out regardless.
Right.
And even though I felt like I was healthy, I wasn't as healthy as I am now.
Exactly.
And now
so much better.
Yeah, it feels much better. I just don't experience what I experienced before. And I think that it's because she showed me consistency.
Yeah.
So I think that I know that through the woman, and now I'm not that guy that says women are only supposed to be in the kitchen. That's not true.
No, but we have the power.
But y'all have a lot of the power, because I believe what a man's role is, and I believe what a woman's role is. And I believe a man's role is to protect the family and bring home the money.
And keep the family stable.
Keep the family stable. I believe one of the women's jobs is to, take care, be the caregiver, and do a lot of things that men are actually designed to do. Not one of them isn't cooking, but there's a lot of things that she can do that I can't do.
Right.
This is just not, I'm out of my element. When I was raising the boys on my own, I was out of my element because I was trying to be mom and dad, and I don't have a soft bone in my body.
Yeah, you were trying to make pancakes.
I tried. No, they liked it, but they was like,
they were telling me a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah,
I
was cooking for my kids because I was the one cooking for them.
Yeah, I know.
When she wasn't here, and I was trying, and they were like, they still talk about my macaroni and cheese to this day.
Daddy can't make.
They were happy I found her. They were very happy. That's all we could say. They were very happy I found somebody.
They were complaining to me.
Yeah, they were complaining. They're happy now. But I mean, when it really comes down to it, you have to understand that if you don't, like somebody said, make a complete overhaul of your mindset, of you have to pull out the hard drive and put a new hard drive in of what you know. You have to learn, and you have to download new information and make that, do it consistently so you can be able to do it without thinking. See, I eat no meat without thinking now, and it's not
It's
really
true.
a bother to me. Back when I first started it, it was a struggle, it was a fight, all that stuff. But now I don't eat meat, I don't drink, and it's not a struggle. And it took a while for me to get there, which is part of what we call a detox. You have to detox by keeping things out your system for a certain period of time so you can reprogram. Detox is another word for reprogramming the body. And when you're doing something consistently and you're staying away from the people who actually make it harder for you to do it consistently, because you're going to have to get away from people as well. We're going to get into that conversation as well. It's going to be very, very difficult at first, but you got to, obviously,
becomes habit.
Habit. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, I'm not trying to watch somebody die.
Right. I remember it just so, once you're knowledgeable about something, it's gonna be so easy to transition. Like I remember
yes,
back
Herbert.
in the day.
Answer is yes, but go ahead.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, honestly, I was addicted to cheese. Cheese was my love. Any food with cheese, I was like,
yeah, I couldn't imagine life without cheese either.
I could not imagine life without cheese. But guess what? You know, ever since we've understand what cheese is and what cheese does to your body and your brain, after a while, nobody wants to put that cheese in your body anymore.
Absolutely.
So it's easy. I don't even think about cheese like that anymore, like that.
Absolutely.
So it's just amazing.
Also, as partners, couples go out, it's harder to find places
that are vegan,
to go to.
It's true.
Friends, events. If you go to church, you know what time it is. You know it's meat galore and everything. Meat, pork,
except for
chicken.
Seventh-day Adventist churches.
Shit, not Baptist.
Not Baptist churches, but Seventh-day. I used to be a Seventh-day Adventist.
Family
church.
events.
Yeah.
All that. You know, so as you change, if it's hard to go out because your people might make you feel bad.
Yeah, I know.
For eating the way you feel, and even your spouse. You have to fight through all that to a point, because now my family don't make fun of me because I'm a vegan. They don't make fun of me, but it took me being consistent to all of it. I'm talking about my deacon uncle used to tease me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About being a vegan, and everybody in my family used to say you got vegan lick. I used to get it heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now a lot of them are vegetarian or when we come, they'll try to make it comfortable for us because they understand, yo, this shit is serious, and we take it serious, and we teach this all over the world.
They start to respect
and we're changing lives because of what we eat, and it's really serious. It's not a fucking joke. So it's nothing to play around with. And now, but I was consistent in my beliefs. So I always told my wife when we go out, right, and there's cake or there's cookies, I said, I don't care how bad you want to eat that cookie.
Don't do it.
Don't eat it in front of them. She's like, why? I'm going to eat it when I get home. Eat it when you get home. But don't eat it in front of them because they're watching you.
Of course.
And you eating that cookie will make or break how much they believe in your beliefs of your lifestyle.
Right.
So when you're with that person, maybe you can't eat a snack in front of that person if you're trying to change that person. Because that's like a drug addict, right? And you're with a heroin addict. You guys were both heroin addicts. You shoot the needle. And then one time you shoot the needle.
Hey.
And y'all shoot the needle one time together. That could throw that person so far back they'll never change again. And I always thought that was very important when I was training. I was with when I first started my intensity business. I had a partner that I started my intensity company with years and years ago. And after class, sometimes they would go to the bar and they would drink. And I'm like,
yeah, that's
bruh,
like an oxymoron.
You the trainer. Why the fuck is you taking these? And they used to always call me, I'm a hard ass. I don't never cheat. And I always stay true to that because I'm not going to let you see me, who's telling you to get right, and go take you somewhere where you can relapse. And I was always very serious. And they called me very serious because I understood that my beliefs in myself and why you're watching me at all times. So I am the example for you. Like say back in the day when I wanted to go out somewhere and I wanted to have a drink, I would go 25 miles from where I lived. Remember? I used to go 25 miles away from where I lived. Sold my people all the way. We had to go somewhere that nobody know me.
Yeah, I know.
Now that's very hard to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, Planet Fitness is on some bullshit for that.
They serve pizza?
They serve pizzas and bagels.
I remember bagel. No, I remember Tootsie Rolls.
Nah, they got Tootsie, but the pizzas, the bagels, they had somebody on an ad machine eating a damn pizza. But I'm not going to digress. But that is true. But when it comes down to it, you know, you have to be that person that is so in tune with your beliefs, nobody can see you crack. And it's going to be hard. If you want to eat a cookie, you better do that shit like this. Like that. I'm serious. Because that could really make or break the relationship when it comes down to the nutrition.
It's true.
Your whole nutrition. Oh, I thought you was healthy, but you eating a cookie. I'm only eating one cookie.
You know what's funny? Even when we go to the movie theater, sometimes we bring our own food. We bring our own snacks. Yeah. Like our own, what you call it?
Yeah, we'll bring our own stuff.
Like vegan stuff, like healthy. Or I would bake like a little banana bread.
Yep.
That's how serious we are, guys. That's how serious we are.
My husband encourages me and gives me accolades when I don't eat meat. He doesn't put me down, but he doesn't condone my eating, and that's how you, because you shouldn't check this. When you're with somebody and they know you're eating bad to kill yourself, they will stay true in their beliefs. But I think that if he doesn't want you to eat meat anymore, he needs to show you a better way.
Right. He
needs to show you that there's better things out there than eating meat, because you're only eating meat because this is what you were taught, and you don't think there's nothing out there better than meat. I bet if you found something better than meat that gives you more benefit than meat, and you got off meat for at least 3 months, I bet you feel different.
You do feel different.
You do. And he needs to show you that, but he needs to learn how to show you that. Because if he doesn't know, you know, that's good. That's good. And slowly but surely, the transition may happen. You know what I mean? But, you know, like my video tomorrow that is coming out is, you know, about, you know, the top 5 reasons why you're, with a bonus, why you're still eating meat. And I got that video tomorrow. But this is about the couples and just being healthy in general. I mean, remember, like, you know, a couple, like, we used to go out and have a drink all the time. But the other one doesn't drink. So she's calling you a tight ass, and, you know.
My thoughts went left. Sorry. My thoughts went so left.
Anyway.
Yes. No, I was basically going to say, okay, on a sexual aspect, you know, eating meat kind of messes with your body chemistry. You see what I'm saying? And it makes the secretions taste funny to the other people. You see what I'm saying? And I was kind of like,
I got a good one.
Say that or not? Like, I'm not sure if I should say that.
I'll say it. Because you know I'll say it. Listen, if you're a woman, and you eat meat, your vagina tastes different.
Yeah, as opposed to, you know, being on a vegan diet, like fruitarian, vegetables, you know, all them grain diet.
Fellas,
trust me.
If you with a woman who eat meat,
so just throw a little, you
her
know,
vagina
in there.
Has a little poison in it.
Yeah.
A little bit poison.
And the mucus.
Because that mucus and that acid. Remember, you're dealing with a wound. An open wound.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like the rod we got. You're dealing with an open wound.
So that's
with secretions.
Right.
The meat is poison in her body.
It's more acidic. Yeah.
Don't go down on a woman who eats meat if you don't want a little bit of something extra in your mouth. Women, don't get mad at me. You can look it up.
No, trust me. You know, I know people say, you know, I'm just going to eat some pineapple so my stuff can taste good.
Shit.
The pineapple is not going to work if you eat
Listen, I've done both, okay? Yeah. I've ate a woman out without any meat, and I've ate a woman out with meat. Right. It's a difference.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let y'all know.
It will taste clearer without the meat.
For women.
And the guy.
For women.
It's like.
For a man who eats meat.
It tastes different.
With the amount of sodium.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly. And the alcohol.
You ever been with a woman that, you know, is she like, yo, your stuff tastes salty. Like, yeah. Because of all that freaking meat.
Exactly. So, okay.
I know you didn't want to get high blood pressure by swallowing, but shit, it might happen. I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real shit. Hey, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Maybe that's why your husband doesn't want to do it, because he technically as a vegan,
who said your husband didn't want to do it?
So that's why my husband doesn't like to eat at the
Y, since he's become vegan.
At the Y.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But yeah, just to put a little nugget in your heads as well. That's gonna give you more incentive to
I bet you then you get diabetes from going or down. Exactly. I bet you think that was gonna happen, huh?
Exactly.
I'm gonna just keep it real. You know what I mean?
So if anything else,
she said oral. He don't like going oral.
Right.
Yeah, he don't like. Yeah, that's what I thought she said.
Because as a vegan, any type of essence of meat, you're technically breaking your veganism.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You don't want to eat anything that's like saturated in any type of meat, fat, or anything like that, because that's not vegan. So if you're eating meat and your husband is vegan, well, he wouldn't want to. A lot of people go to the extreme of not wanting to kiss you, especially after you ate a meat dinner.
Oh, fuck that.
Just think about
I'm glad when I became a vegan, I was with somebody who was already vegan. Because I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
If I would have became vegan and found this stuff out and she wasn't a vegan. She wouldn't have got no head. Right. She would have got all kisses on the neck. All kinds of stuff. Right around the neck. Right around the neck. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Nah.
If anything else isn't your motivation, let this be your motivation.
Yeah,
y'all nasty.
I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it real with y'all.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Y'all
hey,
too much.
It is what it is. But I think that it's very important to make that change with your spouse. I think that you guys will vibrate on a frequency where it will make your sex life so much better when you're eating the same energy of food. Like, you guys don't real the forehead, the forehead, right to the top with it. You know what I mean? But you guys will vibrate on such a frequency where the sex will be it'll be on a spiritual level.
It will be on a spiritual level.
Because now you're eating plant-based stuff that makes your body vibrate at a higher energetic base where you're going to feel like, the sex is different when you're a vegan as well. I'm just letting you know that right now. If you want to sell your spouse on that,
if you
can sell your spouse on that.
It's
Listen,
so much, yeah.
I bet you'll have more orgasms if you go vegan, babe.
It's true.
She'd be like, well, I bet you get head more if you be vegan. Well, I'll go down on you if you vegan. Right, exactly. You know what I mean? That, like, for real. I'm just keeping it real.
Yep.
Hey, this is what it is.
Body feels
look, yeah, he started to do that shit too.
What?
the kiss on the head and neck, I think she's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine that.
I'm just keeping it real, you know what I mean?
Damn.
I'm just saying.
So that's your incentive, man.
It is. So I mean, for real, I think that now they're gonna try. Yeah, shit, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Hey, make my din slaves. What? Talking about? Oh, hold on, let me go ahead. No, I got it.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna say to my husband. Yes.
Hold on, let me get it out.
Oh God.
There it is.
Yeah.
There you go. I got him out of there. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. You go, give him a song.
Yeah. Excuse that person, they going on.
Yeah, I got him. Boom, going. All right. There we go. There we go.
So this just keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah, keep that in mind and make sure you understand that, eating right. Nah, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. I took him out of there. Eating right is very, very important in a relationship. It will make or break your relationship for real. Because it's very hard to eat like this when you're eating like this. Pun intended. So, seriously.
Yes.
Kids, think about your generation. Think about as a male, right? A male's mental starts to really, really mature after 30. That's why I say men never get married until you're over 32 or something like that.
Absolutely. Because
you're gonna want different things. Like if you're a man and you got married really young,
yeah,
you're gonna think differently than 21 to 31. It's gonna be like a whole different thing, right? So I need you to really start to think more over the age of 30, but you are already thinking anyway. And as a man, you would think about the future. Mm-hmm. You would think about what you want for your life, and you would think about getting healthier. And if you're with a woman who doesn't think about getting healthier anymore, you're going to have a hard time because you're trying to save her life and she doesn't even realize it. And that's the hardest part to do that. You know what I mean? How are you guys on carbs like rice, pastas? Is it a staple or once in a while. We do it.
We do it.
Carbs don't make you fat.
Yeah, carbs don't make you fat. We do complex carbs. Once you stick to the complex carbs, that's what's going to help your body out. Now, simple carbs like the cookies, cakes, white rice, white potatoes, anything that doesn't seem to have a particular color to it, that's what you gotta limit in your diet, especially as a vegan, because I know a lot of people, are just strictly carbs. There's nothing else for you to eat but carbs technically, but if you incorporate plants and like vegetables and fruits into your every dinner, I try to do that as much as possible. Then it kind of balances out the whole meal on a whole, so you wouldn't be strictly carbs all the time.
Beans, nuts.
Seeds, yeah.
You get your protein from a lot of places.
Right, every meal has to have a little bit of protein, a little bit of carb, a little bit of fruit, and a little bit of vegetables. So
do you realize that meat actually will make you sicker than sugar and carbs combined? How about that?
Right, exactly.
Go watch What the Health, and they'll tell you. Meat will give you diabetes and high blood pressure more than sugar
quick, fast, and
carbs combined.
Yes. Sugar is not the problem. Sugar, it really isn't the problem. It's the meat.
Yeah. Leave it alone. Yeah, anything white, no. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. Trolls on your stream is not. It's all good. Listen, they part of the game. Let them live. I kicked them out. They say 2 things. I kicked them out of here. And it's all right. It's no big deal.
We try to.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. I used to get mad in the beginning, but I don't give a shit.
Don't worry about that.
It's part of the game, Idiots, they have no life. You know what I mean? Yeah. What the hell is why? Exactly. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes, meat has DNA in it from the animals, and also when you eat meat, it's not just meat we're talking about. It's just a diet in general.
Oh, somebody asked about the pescatarian diet as well.
Okay, I'll talk about that. But when you eat meat, you have to realize that whatever happened to that animal's spirit energy
is going to
go into you,
magnified 10,000 times.
Exactly. So you may have like a person who's mean, or you feel sad or depressed because the animal was mean and sad and depressed. Or you might have this woman who just goes crazy from time to time and real hormonal because the meat has hormones in it. Or you're drinking liquor and all the time, and that makes you open to more spiritual attacks, and your spirit becomes weak because of that's why they call it wine and spirits. So you, as a conscious person, and not like conscious like a high end, but a person who's aware. To be conscious is to be aware of what's really going on. It's an understanding of what's around you. And as you're a conscious person, it's hard to watch a person that you love do these things to themselves, knowing the end result or knowing what is presently doing to that person right now. So you're at a conflict within yourself of, do I love this person enough to really put the nice pressure on them to make them change? Or do I love myself enough to go leave and find somebody I can grow with?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the question you need to ask yourself. And you're really going to have to ask yourself the question and say, I need to have faith in whatever the universe has for me, that when I make a decision for myself with a good heart in mind, that if I do decide to leave this person, the universe is going to provide somebody else 10 times better than what that person was. No matter how in this present moment, I feel like this person is for me. Mm-hmm. This person is who I love, and I cannot live without this person. The universe had told me through my nutrition that this person is not for me. And that making this decision and taking it and moving it with rapid action, I can actually make a move. And then before you know it, the universe is going to find the path of least resistance. And I'm going to manifest who I actually want.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I manifest who I actually want, I'm going to be with that person and be like, I'm glad I did this. So that could happen. That could ask that, and you got to make a decision. And life is all about decisions. Your life is right now the sum total of all your decisions. The life has made you. You can't let somebody hold you back. Definitely can't let nobody hold you back.
Right.
At all.
And for the person who asked about the cauliflower, yes, Dr. Sebi did say that cauliflower was not good for you, but I don't really go to I don't follow Sebi as though he's God. I do get a lot of information from him, and I do, just do my own thing sometimes. Yes, yeah. I did make cauliflower rice, but sometimes I don't know it's white. You're right.
How about this? Let's talk about it, right? Okay. Dr. Sebi says a lot of things. Right. I'm a grown-ass man. And just like Dr. Sebi was a god, I'm a god too. Right. So as a god, I'm going to follow instructions until I say I'll do what I want to do. Right. And as I know, Dr. Sebi said cauliflower is not good
for the body.
It tastes good.
It tastes good.
And last time I checked, it doesn't make or break me. It doesn't give me any diseases. It comes from plant life.
It's vegetables.
There's things that I eat that Dr. Sebi has said is they're hybrid. Right. I make my own decisions.
Right.
And I know that I'm living in America. And if I'm living in America, I have to find different things when I'm living in Honduras.
Right.
So I'm not going to follow everything that somebody says just because they say it. I'm going to do research and say, okay, this is better than what I'm eating with white rice. Exactly. And I like better this. Than
white rice. Exactly.
So I'm not like a follower of somebody to say that I'm going to follow everything that they said just because they said it. I'm going to take things and I'm going to create my own thing and I'm going to make something because I want to, because I'm a god as well, just like he was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, it's not a shot. It's not a shot, Dr. Sebi. I think he would. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he said he would eat fish. So, I mean, he also said that's not good. So, I mean, I want y'all to understand that don't just follow somebody and follow everything they say.
Yeah.
People are, like you say.
They're not like...
They're not gods. They're not like somebody to worship.
They will disappoint you.
People always do.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, he's human. He will eat fish from time to time.
Yeah.
You know, we've had the pescatarian lifestyle before.
You seen the video?
The vegetarian lifestyle. Yo, that video still kind of like gives me nightmares.
The one we made the fish. I took it down.
You good? Good. I'm glad because
I took it down.
Like I felt so terrible after eating that fish that day.
Yeah, I took it down.
Just seeing the entire process, I'm like, oh no.
We caught them.
We caught them. We butchered them. We fried them.
If you need the recipes, go on the website, intensityfitnessunited.com.
But that's...
And get her book.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep it above. Dr. Sebi is the only person who ate his prescribed diet. He gives a solid blueprint guideline, though.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, he does. I mean, he gives a solid blueprint. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to it, I mean, he lived the way he lived, and I'm living the way I lived.
Right.
And we'll both live prosperously. We both have helped people. We both are healthy. As long as you're doing the best that you can do, that's all you can really ask yourself to do. Because at the end of the day, you're going to know if you could have done better. You know what I mean? So you understand that as long as you're doing the best you can do, and you're not blatantly killing yourself, then you're good.
Just eat your plant-based.
Yeah.
Like, as long as it's
cauliflower ain't never give nobody cancer.
It's not going to kill you.
Meat does, though.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, rest in peace to the fish. I trashed them
God.
Fish. Cut them all up.
It was so
and
bloody.
Did it on camera. Was proud as hell.
It was so bloody. Yeah, I think I was scarred from that. Yep. We have not eaten fish ever since that day.
No, we haven't eaten fish. Nope. I fucked that fish up. And I caught the most fish on that boat. Ain't that some shit? Universe gave me all the fish.
We ate all.
Yeah, we did. I hadn't eaten meat in like 9 months. We ate all the fish, didn't we? We ate all them bad boys. Yeah. Yeah, you saw you saw that video. Yeah, definitely.
I feel so terrible for that fish. Those fish.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's okay if you can't leave your fish yet.
It's understandable.
It was a process for us too. Like I went.
Take your time.
I went first vegan and then lost like 20 pounds. Right. I was like, okay, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let me go ahead and get some protein and eat some fish. Yeah. So then I went pescatarian until I was comfortable. And then I went vegetarian and now I'm vegan.
Right.
So it's a process you got to take. But if your partner is not taking that process or is starting somewhere, then it's going to be tough. Like say if you're somebody who eats like steak and pork. Well, maybe you should start getting rid of the steak and start eating chicken. And then when you are comfortable with not eating chicken, start eating fish. And then when you're comfortable with not eating fish, you know, then you have to understand, okay, let me go ahead and eat some seasoned beans and eat some, you know. So it's a process. It's a process. Don't just jump into it sometimes. It's a process. Don't get me wrong. I thought I was eating decently healthy. Not I love veggies, so that's the deal. Yes, what's up?
And
how are you with the skate oil? Fine.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I'm very, very, I'm really healthy. So there's I'm 35. I'll be 35 on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I feel great. I take everything that I've talked about. I take it all intermittently. So I take it sometimes, and then I cycle off of it. I cycle. So I mean,
this week I'm not on the skate
oil.
oil.
Yeah. So,
even though the taste, the scent of it and the taste of it make me like,
that shit, yeah, that shit's hard. It smells horrible. Yeah, it smells horrible. Shit. Damn. It smells like some of the girls I used to deal with back in the day.
Oh
meat.
my God.
All that fish. I smelled this one girl stuff. I was like, all you did was go to the bathroom. All you did was pee. You smell that bad? Yo, I had this one girl. This is their story of why I can't grow a full mustache like that. Because I went down this one girl and it smelled so bad it burned my mustache off and it's still choking me. Now I'm just playing. I'm just playing, yo. I'm just playing.
Yo.
Nah, for real, I didn't smell some.
Oh my God,
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Stop.
Let's
just black. My bad, yo. My bad.
Nah, okay. That when a woman smells like fish down there, it's more than likely it's a bacterial or infection that she's going through.
Mm-hmm.
So, just keep that in mind and don't shame her because that's a very embarrassing thing that, we as women tend to deal with every now and then.
It is very embarrassing.
So, don't be
She's like, go down on me. You're like, oh.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
Light a match.
Or light some incense or something. But
light a match, man. That shit'll blow up.
That's an infection, yeah.
Yeah, it's an infection because your whole body is infected. That's why.
From the stomach, that right there is imbalance of the good bacteria in your stomach. I did
leave that one alone. I left that one alone.
Yeah.
But then like two more after that had it's just like I just thought like that was the way it smelled until I smelled a healthy one. I was like, oh, this actually not so bad.
Right, exactly.
Because I actually retired from giving head after a couple. I said, I'm retired, yo. I'm retired. Somebody hang my jersey from the rafters, yo. Forget this. If y'all smell like this, you might as well hang my jersey from the rafters. Yo. I'm dead serious. Nutrition is very important when it comes to a female. Because when you're dealing with a female, you are dealing with flesh.
Like
see, for a man to give I'm sorry, we digressing, but for a man to give a woman head is a bigger stretch than her. Fellatio, head, oral sex, whatever, go down. Yeah, but that's what it is. But I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, like if you okay, fellas, if you had a woman, right?
This is grown people talking.
If you got a woman and you smell that, I want you to go pop up an antibiotic in her joint. You know what I'm saying? Or just or take effect or get like one of those little dripper things and just put some black seed oil on it. Call it a day.
I think
right there.
Black seed oil may work on that as well.
But she gotta stop eating meat because once she puts the black seed oil in her system, it will remove it.
For that, you gotta take oregano oil and black seed oil.
Don't put no oregano in. Her shit gonna be on fire.
Not on it. You gotta take it.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
I'm 35 too. Chicks don't smell like this in high school. It was when chicks started drinking. Yes. The alcohol as well. The alcohol.
Yes.
You're right. The alcohol as well.
Yes, the alcohol does harbor a lot of infections down there.
Yes, because
from UTI, a lot of UTIs. That's from a lot of partners.
Body's just fucked. And if you're going out all the time and that food with all that damn sodium and those MSGs and you just drinking and you drinking and
it's
you
like
just
a lot of
your vagina smells like freaking deep sea horizon. Shit was crazy, like for real. Like you don't realize how much a freaking nutrition makes that body smell like holy hell, like a big bag of what the, you know what I mean? Like for real, it's crazy. Like I'm telling y'all, I retired. Until I met Mrs In10sity, I was retired. I told Mrs In10sity, I was like, yo, I don't do that no more. I'm retired, yo. No, she's like, retired? I'm retired. She didn't know why. I said, you see that? That's my jersey right there. 10.
I'm not he's showing like something visible.
That's 10. That's my jersey.
Oh, no.
Good game. That. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. Oh, Chinese food, God.
The MSG in it.
Man, Chinese food? Listen, when you want to have the conversation with your spouse, say, listen, I love you, but it smells different.
Yeah.
Okay? I love you. I want to do these things with you, but I'm telling you, you will get the best stuff around.
Speaking of that, Like I do realize that once it's difficult for women to get infections down there once they become fully vegan.
Yeah.
Now a lot
even
of
your period is different.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's lighter. It's less cramped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really experience as much cramps as I did before. It's less. The days are less.
Oh shit, black and mild smoker, goddamn, hell no.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, like once you embrace the vegan lifestyle, everything down there is like peachy to me.
Mm-hmm.
To me, you know what I mean. So just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Carla. So check this. They say, "Baby, go wash your ass." What happens when they wash their ass and they come right back out the bathroom with the stuff in there?
Yeah.
No. Wash your body, the inside. That's what you gotta wash, because washing your butt doesn't make a difference with that inside of there.
Absolutely.
Because that is still inside of there. So even if they wash around that area, they're still corrupted inside. So inside must change, because it's not something you can wash off your skin. My soap ain't that good. You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't gonna fix that. You can't be like this.
Yeah.
I mean, mama, eat your soap. No, it's not gonna be like that. Okay? It's good, but it ain't that good. It ain't gonna do that kind of miracle. I'm just gonna keep it real. So washing your ass is different.
Not to mention, if you're a woman that encounters different multiple partners, your infection rate is going to be increased because you're different men. It's like different acidity. Yeah, different acidity. Exactly. It's
all up
give
in you.
More infections, and all that stuff. Like I said,
like a water gun.
That too.
With different kinds of poison in those water guns. So I hope if you doing that many dudes, you should be
be careful, ladies.
Strapping up, but you can't even hide all disease through that condom. Just gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
I know a lot of females out here
with different men thinking that they can be men, doing that same thing that men do.
Also, for the bunch of different energies that are inside you, which is why a lot of females who have multiple partners are really, really unstable, because you're dealing with all the energies from different guys. But that's a whole nother story. We're not gonna get that.
How we digress?
I don't know how we digressed into that one. But when it comes down to your spouse, you really, females, is very important that you take care of yourself, because that down there won't be smelling the greatest. You increase your chances of getting UTIs. Your periods are always heavier.
It's heavier and longer and crampy. Like, and it smells especially different. With dairy is what makes us women get a lot of terrible cramps.
That she knows that she's been smelling better since she be
eating less meat. Exactly.
It's gonna get better.
I feel like I'm like breezy all day, every day, even on my period.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like vegan life is bomb, man.
Watch. I'm telling you.
Bomb.com.
You're gonna smell so good. He gonna go down there and put a bib on. Telling you.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get it. Let's get it. And it's gonna be on the shirt. Let's eat. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
I know.
Yep. So for real. Seriously though, I'm just keeping it a G.
Absolutely.
You know, but I think that it's very important in a relationship that you really, really, really take care of yourself. You know, your cramps are less. Yep,
exactly.
All that. Females are affected way more down around, because y'all deal with y'all have different hormones than us.
Yes, we do.
And the meat is packed full of hormones. So
and the milk
and the
cheese.
Yeah, because everything with feet, feathers, and fins must be fed with subclinical antibiotics. Also, the dairy has what they call recombinant bovine growth hormone, which you will also consume as well. And being that females have a lot of hormones that you got to deal with around certain times of the month, that means that you're actually going to have an imbalance within yourself because of all the things you're consuming all at once that are all unnatural to your body. So I think a female's womb in her body is much more sensitive than a man's, but I think both of you guys got to make the decision. I'm telling you right now, no meat does lead to better sex, and you'll be having sex within your 70s and your 80s because of the meat.
It's true.
Because of no meat. I mean,
yes,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, we're going to make him, like, for real. Like, I gotta.
In the 50s, it's true.
Yeah, for real. You were making babies for a long time. Yes. And even though the meat was a little healthier 40 to 50 years ago,
back in the day,
it was different. It didn't make people sick like this. Now they're putting things in the meat that's making you even sicker. So knowing that, okay, they're actually blatantly trying to poison us, they're not trying to hide it. They're telling us, and we're dumb enough to still eat it. It's actually kind of our fault that where these things are occurring in our lives. We're, infertile. We're sterile. We're dealing with erectile dysfunction. We have diabetes. We have high blood pressure. We have cancer. We have all these things. And we knew all along that this stuff kills us. Like somebody who smokes a cigarette. On the box, it says cigarettes can kill you, but you still choose to smoke. And then when you get cancer, lung cancer to be exact, like shocked, like, or emphysema, or throat cancer or something, you're shocked. But and when you saddened. And what you were indulging in a lifestyle that actually knew would kill you. Like a drug dealer who's on the streets. You're on the streets, you know you could die at any moment. You know you can get arrested at any moment. And then when you go get arrested or you get shot, you don't act surprised because you know this is a part of the game. So you got to figure out what game you playing. Are you going to play the game of death, knowing that this is definitely going to kill you? Or are you going to play the game of life and change your life and change your mindset? Because we know this here is actually going to help you. Yeah. Make a decision. Right. Make a decision. You know what I mean? Make a decision when it comes down to it. And sometimes you got to make a decision that's going to better you, whether you're going to have to leave your spouse. That could also be your decision. You know what I mean? You look younger and move without aches, pains. Huffing and puffing. Yes. When you eat healthy, you reverse negative diet. Yes, you do.
Not to mention your body odor is less pungent without the meat. Yep. When you sweat, you don't smell.
No. Back in the day, when I ate a lot of meat, my sweat did smell. Because, you know, sweat is a way that your toxins are being out of your system. Exactly. But when I sweat now,
it's like normal.
I'm like fine. Like we worked out today. I haven't taken a shower. I smell fine.
It's I smell fine. The soap and the deodorant.
Yeah, I smell fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I could work out in the gym, break a sweat, come home, and don't take a shower for hours, and don't smell different because my body, the inside is very clean. You ever smell somebody who stunk so bad? Like, what the fuck is you? Like, that's the way they sit next to me. Oh, damn, what you been eating? Shit all day?
It's because of the meat. Exactly.
I'm just like, for real, like, people's whole systems are just totally trashed.
And not to mention people who are, you know, constipated or dealing with constipation is because, you know, a lot of the cheeses and a lot of the meats, it kind of binds it kind of is stuck in the intestine, clogging up the intestine so that you would have a lot more constipation. Now, on the vegan diet, we saw like an infomercial trying to sell the vegan. But anyway, like, you kind of go have more bowel movements, or you know, or the detoxes work better as a vegan.
Yep, absolutely. You know, so and
these are a couple things that, you know, kind of, you know, made us, you know, stick to the veganism lifestyle.
I just don't want to see you die. Right. Sometimes you got to, like, I just want to see you live. And I want to see you live like me. Life, healthy life. Like, remember we saw that thing with a lady, she was growing her plants in her backyard. Yes. And she was like 70. Yes. And her husband was 70. And this dude couldn't even walk. Crazy. And she looked like she was 50. He looked like he was 80.
She had a pep in her step. And she was looking at her like...
Let me tell you about her, though. She didn't give a fuck. She didn't care at all. She was like, I'm good. He still eat what he want. I'm good. She wanted them like, I don't give a fuck. He do what they want to do.
Yeah, my juice is pineapple
I'm going to be good. Young Bulls is approaching me. Look at this dude. Yeah. You know, it was like that, you know?
And he was basically saying, you know, I wish I had started when she was trying to convince me to start the vegan diet, because he's looking at her walking around with pep in her step like a young thing.
And he kicking himself in the ass right now. He can't even move.
In a chair.
She's sitting here planting her food in the backyard. Yep, that's the one.
That's her. Yep,
she looks like she's 40. Younger. And she was like, I'm good. I'm playing. I'm good. She's all happy dancing in front of him. He's sitting there like.
My wife is beautiful.
Watching his shows. My wife, she look good.
She look good. I'm proud of her. You know, she started this vegan diet years ago. I just wish I did it too.
Yeah,
I don't look like that.
I wish I did it too. You know,
so that's another thing too. Like, your partner will outgrow you and still look good. While you get old really, really quickly, the wrinkles are gonna come up and you're gonna start looking really run down.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he was sitting there like, my wife she looked good.
Yeah, I'm so proud of her.
But you know, I should have done it then.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, now it's too late. And you know,
old man voice.
Sit there and, you know, look at her plant her stuff in the backyard. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this soda top.
But was he eating like that still?
He was eating bad still because he thought it was too late.
Oh
yes, the big stomach. You know, I mean, listen, I'm telling you, hey, this is what it is. You think your man is giving it to you right now? That meat ain't hit him just yet. You let your man eat whatever he want to eat.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, your man, one day, his penis won't work no more.
At all.
At all. And he don't tell you when he first start going through erectile dysfunction because he think it's just something wrong. So he may start drinking a little bit to get up a little bit. And when that stop working, he's popped.
Yeah, you get.
He might want to watch some porn. When that stop working, when the porn and the liquor stop working to get his erections up, he's hurt. And I was at the verge at 27 years old. I was on the verge of watching pornos to get up or drinking. And when that stopped working, I said, yo, I got to change because I only wanted to do it once every 3 weeks.
Oh, for real? Oh, you did say that.
Once every 3 weeks. Yup. And it was fine. The one I was dealing with was calling me old man. I was laughing. Like, okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. All I need is one pop. All I need to pop off one and I'm good. And I'm good. I was straight. I was fine. Wow. I thought I was actually on point. I was on track. I said guys supposed to lose their libido around this age. I peaked when I was 18. Not true. These are things that I convinced myself.
It's true.
I convinced myself this kind of stuff. I was like, I guess it's not forever. But actually that's not true. You know, because
it can be forever.
Yeah, because I do it every day now without a problem. So, but it's because it's because I'm vegan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know a 32-year-old going through that. It's sad because I'm not gonna repeat that. But it's sad. Yeah, it's sad. You know what I mean? I only had one ED episode, drank 3 large Cokes at a movie date, and flatline that night.
Oh God.
Flatline.
Yeah, that happens.
Also, the soda.
The soda don't do anything for you at all.
The soda, the juices, all that stuff. It
spikes your blood.
Mm-hmm. Gives you
very fast.
And it's a wrap.
And after like an hour or two, you will crash. Hard. That's what they do to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like coffee is like that too.
Mm-hmm. You better get yours in quick.
Just be careful. Don't be taking soda.
You better get your pop quick.
Think about it like this: the older we get, the more we have to understand and watch what we're eating because we're not as young as. I mean, I feel young. Hell, I feel like I'm 21.
I don't feel like I'm 35 at all.
I feel like I'm 21.
What y'all think about turkey burgers? Is it meat? That's what I think. And next 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this: going vegan makes. Last. Well, she said it.
You can last, yeah.
For real. Like, listen, I don't know. All I know is it's different. When it's different when you go vegan. You wanna do it. Not like high school, not like you just learning your puberty. But
it's like you basically gained 15 years of your life. Like you're pretty much back to like 21, 22.
No minutes with them Cokes. He was gone. He flatlined.
He was gone.
It was a wrap.
And you see, you didn't understand. He didn't know. Now he know.
Now he know.
Don't be doing that soda, guys. Yeah. Come on.
And stop drinking diet soda thinking that shit's different.
No, it's not.
Diet soda is not different, fellas. Females. It is not different. Okay? It's the same shit, different toilet. All right?
I think it's worse. You better off just drinking the regular soda. But
for real.
Just don't drink anything at all.
For real, though. It's the same shit, different toilet.
Right.
All right? My girl said I'm a sex addict now. Hey, Brian!
Right. That's why you're in a situation.
Brian needs to be a poster child for MACA and Willpower. This got me knocked. All right? I got a baby.
Baby on the way.
And now I'm a sex addict.
Yes.
I am an addict.
Yo, Brian.
Sorry, Brian. That was laying dormant in you, bro.
You need to give us a review. Stating what happened to you. That with the MACA and the 1 Hour Pro and all the was he on the program? Right? I think he was in the program.
I think he was on the program.
The regeneration program. I believe I remember seeing his name on that program.
Yeah.
But congratulations to you, Brian. This happens. This could happen.
So somebody said maybe it's mental and physical at times 10 when you're vegan. It is.
Yes, it is.
When you're engaging. Also, when you become, if you're out like in a single life, if you do become a vegan, you become more picky of who you're actually experiencing your body with.
Yeah.
Because now your body is truly a temple. And when your body is truly a temple, you don't just share it with anybody because everybody's out here polluting their body.
That's
so
true.
You don't want to share your cleanliness with their impurities.
Filthiness.
That's the regeneration program. Yes, that's the one that she's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of guys in my generation program actually is giving their wives. They telling me all the time.
Yeah, listen, a lot of people got babies since then.
Yeah, somebody said his wife keep on tapping out on him, and then before she was always teasing him about how she couldn't get up. Right. And now she's pretty much tapping out.
Because he's giving her that work.
He's giving her that yeah. You know what I mean? Giving her that good stuff.
That's what I like to hear this stuff, guys. I'm so happy for you guys.
I'm happy too.
Yes.
I'm happy too. Hey, listen, go get it today.
Get on
it's available for 111. You know what I mean?
Tonight is the last night.
Oh, so shit. What's the generation program? That program is for men to get their libidos up. It also gives them exercises to make their penis increase in size. It also gives them exercises to make their penis actually vibrate, not vibrate, but expand, like while pulsate while it's in the woman's vagina. Yes. And it also has a bonus exercise as well, and it also helps out get your nutrition. That's what the regeneration is.
And it makes the head bigger.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, like while you're inside of her, like this, like while you're inside of her, and she's like jumping, like somebody gave her a defibrillator or some shit like that. Right. You know what I mean? I'm on several male herbs. Eat clean, don't watch porn. Basically, every erection is like. When a chick is giving you head, you'll tell her you're about to come and she keep going 100. Facts. Ooh. Yeah. Kegels for men are they're in there. I have my Kegel exercises that I did to actually master and making it pulsate inside of a female to give her an orgasm, because I believe that when you're actually making love to a female, she should also have an orgasm if you have the ability to give her orgasm. And that program, it teaches you the kind of tools that you need on your body to give her orgasm, because when you're inside of a female, it's not about the size. It's about the width and the actual shape of that when you're inside of her, because of the way her walls hug it, which is why if you ever look inside of a sex store, every dildo has a certain shaped head. They don't have the pencil shaped head. They have the kind of helmet Darth Vader shaped head. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
I'm mad I really made this.
You sure did. You know what I mean? We're young, but we have way too long before we get old. Absolutely. We're young too. You know what I mean? Man. We're young. I'm halfway to 40 and I feel excellent. And this is actually how you're supposed to feel at 35, you know, normally. But when they tell you you're 35 years old, you have a different person in your head of what 35 actually should be, because what is around you. So if you look at 35 now, 35 is like, like 50.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But us?
Fuck that.
Please.
Fuck that shit.
I'm like 21 and 25.
For real though. I mean, when it comes down to it, make sure y'all take care of yourselves though, for real. They said they're in their mid-40s. That's what's up.
Yes, what's up. And I know you feel good as long as you're in the vegan diet and all that stuff. Yeah. Good.
Just keep on taking care of yourself. When you get older, but you don't have to be old. Absolutely. Your mind can grow. Your body can grow, but your health is your age is state of health and mental capacity and knowledge when it comes down to it.
Right.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this enlightening conversation tonight.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for my video tomorrow that I'm posting. Go to the website, Intensity Fitness Club. United.com.
Right.
Check it out. You know what I mean? Regeneration program again, please. I was broke when I heard about it. LOL. The regeneration program
is still available.
It's actually on sale. This is the last day it's on sale. It's for 11 cents. 111 is synchronicity about starting something new. It's on my website, intensityfitnessunited.com. Check it out. Check it out and go get it, and we'll be in contact. You can download the program and get started with your journey. We appreciate everybody. We want to have more enlightening conversations like this. Like the next one I want to do is the Oprah reaction thing. That was pretty funny. You know, definitely. I'm glad that you guys loved it. I'm glad. You're welcome. And we'll keep on bringing you that good stuff and
definitely
helping you out one person at a time.
And we thank you guys for your input as well. We love the input. We kind of feed off of your input, so that kind of brings the conversation, to a
I feed off your energy.
State. Yeah, pretty much.
I feed off your energy.
Because if y'all don't talk, we're just gonna be talking by ourselves, man.
Yeah, and I want to talk to y'all.
We having a big group conversation.
Yeah, definitely. That check it out. Check the soap out. Get that bergamot and lucid soap.
I guess I'm gonna take that soap too.
The hell you are! I'm putting this right back in the box.
I'm gonna take this. According to him, I'm a soap thief.
Yeah, she a soap thief.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Let's get it.
But yeah, but we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Keep on supporting. We'll keep on bringing that knowledge to you. Okay. So besides that, this is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity.
And I'm Alana, aka Mrs. Intensity.
And our job is to
invoke thought
and help awaken the world's consciousness.
One person at a time.
Hopefully that person is you.
Bye.